welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangali. Hey, if you're looking for the podcast, you can go to She Could Talk the Podcast on Instagram or Gangali MC on Instagram. Or you just keep it simple. Go to the website, www.doerecords.com. Hey. Hi. So you know how we do. This is the channel we come to on YouTube to react to whatever. From music, news, crime, influencers, YouTubers, whatever. We're going to react to it. All right. So with that being said, I wanted to react to this. What I saw, I believe, is Access Hollywood. They were reacting, they're reacting to Taylor Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl this year. Did you guys see that? So I remember there was certain points where I was hearing boos, but I was like maybe in the kitchen or, doing other things. But I'm like, well, who are they booing? So come to find out, it was actually Taylor Swift that was getting booed. Some people were saying, it was when they panned and it was Taylor and Ice Spice. But then others said they panned again and just on Taylor and the boos continued. So what? So I wanted to look that up because, there's a lot of think pieces. There's a lot of reactions going on to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance, which, at the end of the day, anyone performing at the halftime, that is a great, great feat to have. So salute to Kendrick. And also being a hip hop artist, that is definitely good stuff there, So congratulations to Kendrick for getting this year's Super Bowl, a halftime show, but also, just salute to anyone because, that's a epic thing to have. But it's a lot of think pieces on that. So I didn't really want to go down that rabbit hole. And honestly, I don't really like to go down that rabbit hole. I love music. And like I told you, I just like to react to whatever I feel like reacting to. So today I'm going to do so and react to Taylor Swift over here getting booed. And let's see what Access Hollywood, I believe, has to say about it. All right, so let's go.
Haters are gonna hate, but will Taylor Swift be able to shake it off after getting booed at Super Bowl 59?
It's just a lot of a lot.
Yeah, it's really hard to say, especially considering how brutal it actually was. It wasn't just a few people scattered here and there throughout the crowd. It was a pretty united condemnation of the superstar billionaire when she showed up on the Jumbotron screen. As the camera remained on the singer-songwriter and the boos continued, she eventually seemed to notice the crowd's reaction, but she didn't really seem to get that it was directed at her. Or did she? One user seemed to think so, quipping, "It was in that moment she realized that everyone doesn't love her." An ex-commenter refused to believe that Swift didn't realize the boos were all for her. They wrote, "Is she really so oblivious? The NFL fanbase isn't her fanbase. Why would people cheer for her?" Then there were those who gave Swift the benefit of the doubt and reckoned that she legitimately didn't know what was going on. As one user said, "I assume she didn't know she was on screen, which is probably why she was confused." This could be the case, especially since she's mentioned before how she doesn't always know when she's on screen. In her 2023 Time Person of the Year.
I feel like, especially with Taylor Swift, she's like the all-American apple pie girl. She has a big following. Like, she's an icon, Swifties, I feel like the shots are set up, like they want to get that great shot of Taylor so they can keep the people engaged. And I remember, I think when they first started dating, so I don't know how long they've been dating now, but I remember when they first started dating, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, it was talks of saying like, oh, this is going to get wives and daughters to, enjoy football with their husbands and the boyfriends and the dads because Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is going to bring other eyes on it. And I think, and y'all could keep me honest, I believe, I assume that that's probably why she gets a lot of camera time, throughout the whole football thing, because it's like, hey, we got to give the girls what they want because, they're watching football too. So we're going to show some Taylor highlights. But, and this, I think, it's safe to say it goes for men and women that are true football fans and maybe not quite as much a Taylor fan, right? Might be like, oh my God, more Taylor, right? So, and this is just my opinions, guys. Allegedly, I don't really have any facts on this, but maybe that's why. But I don't know. We're going to go on. We're going to go on and see what else they say.
Her profile, the pop star talked about all the attention, sometimes negative, that she gets while attending Travis Kelce's NFL games. She pointed out, there's a camera like a half mile away, and you don't know where it is, and you have no idea when the camera is putting you in the broadcast. I have no awareness of if I'm being shown too much, and off a few dads, Brads, and Chads. But internet users have another theory to discuss. It could have a little something to do with President Donald Trump. When the Jumbotron camera panned to the president, he seemed to be getting more cheers than Swift. As one user wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, Trump cheered, Swift booed. What a time to be alive. Trump has long made his jealousy of Swift crystal clear. In one of his many hate-filled posts on Truth Social, the divisive politician put it bluntly, I hate Taylor Swift. Unsurprisingly, Trump took to Truth Social shortly after the game to pour salt on the wound and gloat about the negative reaction, writing, the only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. If it feels kind of unfair that the President of the United States is publicly targeting a private citizen over her political views, you're not alone.
So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. And you can chime in on your opinions. Is he targeting a private citizen with his political views? Because I do remember, like, during the whole campaign, she definitely was vocal about being, Democrat and supporting Kamala, and that's fine. No one's saying, support who you support. But I know she made a big thing of targeting Trump, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I remember she was like, this crazy cat lady, because I think JD Vance said something about cat ladies or something. So, I could see that, where they would probably be trolling each other, targeting, beefing, I don't know. But I could see a little trolling going on there because of that. He's I put in the ranks of trolling, I would put like Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. I would put 50 Cent for sure. For sure. And I probably have to make more on the list, but definitely some of the top two trollers right there. But yeah, let's get back into it.
Ohio Senator Nina Turner summed it up perfectly on X. Americans can't afford housing or healthcare, and our president is publicly beefing with Taylor Swift. It could also simply be that the crowd was more heavily skewed towards the Eagles, and so Swift, a high-profile supporter of the Chiefs, would understandably be a target of hate. And let's be real here. Eagles fans have a pretty bad reputation when it comes to booing and just
Facts.
Generally being awful. Hip-hop artist Flavor Flav touched on this, referencing another infamous boo attack that happened way back in 1968, saying, Eagles fans will boo anyone. Remember when they booed and attacked Santa Claus? Santa Claus, the only person who might bring more spirit and joy to people than Taylor Swift. He also advised Swift to just shake it off. But given that the Grammy winner has built a massive billion-dollar empire, she was likely looking at the crowd and thinking to herself, you need to calm down.
So, I don't know. To me, I feel like it's interesting. I just think we're living in interesting times. There was a lot of controversy depending on which circles you're in, around Kendrick's performance. Some people say that the performance was positive and great. Some people say it was horrible and lackluster. Some people say it has so many different layers and hidden messages. Some people saying what message it was just a performance, right? So, they say beauty's in the eye of the beholder and perception is reality based on who's seeing it, right? So, to each his own with the opinions. I also feel like it's just a world that we're in right now. Everyone's vocal. Everyone has a opportunity to voice their opinions, review whatever, freedom of free speech. We do it every day, at the same time, I feel like, fresh off of the election, it was very divisive there, but was it really? Because it was kind of landslide. But I think that I don't know, they could say it was political. To me, I feel like the first part of what the commentator said, I agree with, when it was like, what was the boos or the reasons behind it? I feel like it was the Eagles. The Eagles is a tough crowd. Like, have you ever, I'm pretty sure if y'all are familiar with the Eagles, just their tailgating is off the chain. Like, do not be out there and be the other team at their tailgating, and don't be on the home turf coming through with anything other than the Eagles, jersey on. So, and that's diehard fans. And I feel like everyone is like that. The Kansas City Chiefs, they got their fans all red. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? However, I think it might have been more of that, like the fan thing and this is a Super Bowl. We want to get gritty with it. We kind of want to get down to the basics. We don't want to see the pop stuff, That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, we all have one, right? But that's going to be it for this one. I just wanted to review this and give my opinion, give a little commentary there. But you guys, tell me what you think, what I'm saying, in the comments. Was the boos because they were political boos, or were they boos because it's the Super Bowl and the fans is a tough crowd? They said that they booed Santa for, so in 68. So if they booed Santa and attack Santa. I mean, is Taylor Swift safe? So you tell me what you guys think. But you know how I do. Until next time, if you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. It don't hurt either way, right? And from my lips to your ears, you already know what it is. I love you. And before you can go out there, you need to love you first. So look in the mirror, tell yourself you love you, then go out there and be kind to each other. All right? Until next time, it's your girl Gongalee. Peace. They talk about it. They talk about it.